There's no way. What is this? I just got done of Massalorians. What? Massalorians live. Welcome to a late night quickie with yours truly, Lion of all trades. Good afternoon, Zelly. The Mod Queen is back. So I'm here just currently looking at this post that just came out. Well, this was actually in the morning. Apparently, new symbol on BBBYQ on Trading View. Third image is what was shown yesterday. Apparently, this is back on the NASDAQ, but it doesn't quite add up. And then here we have it showing at close December 2nd, 5 o'clock. I believe that's Eastern time, or that's probably Central. I'm not too sure. So that's something to look into. The first time a company's share appears on a stock exchanges is called the primary listing. This is where a company offers part of its share to the public via equity. It is provided essentially through the initial public offering or the IPO in the primary market. So does this mean that my shares are going to come back? Because it just didn't quite make sense where they want to delist the stock because it was bankrupt, yet there's something else that's going on that's stating otherwise, and that they're going to relist BBBY. And if that's the case, then wouldn't they have to return all the shares, or are they going to issue new shares? So that's some of the questions that I have in my mind, and wonder how this is all gonna come about. And I will admit I have 1,000 shares of my own BBBYQ stock, and I have yet to see this butterfly merger or whatever it is that's supposed to happen. But then again, it's just my opinion. We still need to find out more. But anyways, I hope everyone has been doing well. I'm just here for a quick moment because later on I would have to go to sleep for work. But update for you on the SPY, because I know was it Jolt's job report data came out early in the morning, Tuesday. It's Wednesday now, 12:21 in the morning, Eastern time. It reported, I guess, pretty bullish. Data was bullish, and you've seen the SPY spiking up, gone up a couple of dollars up, I think from 455. Let's check the 5-minute. Yeah. So we were trading. Let's see. Okay, this thing is going haywire on me. Oh God. Come on, Schwab. At least like fix your platform. Anyway, you pretty much see what's happening with this app. It's not working in my favor. So I'll do the 5-day. Alright, so we had pretty much a opening about maybe, I want to say 454 60s, and eventually it started heading up and ripping once the JOLTS job data report was released, and the market liked it, so it did what it did. It shot up a couple of dollars. I'm pretty sure it would have reached to 458, and then it started to sell off afterwards. I don't know for what reason or what reaction it had based on whatever news was going on after the JOLTS report. But then after that, we were just chopping the rest of the day, sort of like in an upward channel, if you can see that right around this area. Just like small swings, and avoiding falling below the 50-day moving average exponential, which of course shows a strong trend that it's not gonna go down. And from what I see, this is all, I mean, we're pretty much up on futures, and we closed at 456.60, and right now we're up 458. So the idea is for the SPY to continue and to try to once again break the hard resistance at 460. And my idea is still in play, where I feel like this is a double top, and this is the 4-hour 180-day time frame. Zelly, you know, you've been here all the time, and you've witnessed this occur, where we have approached this level and we had rejected. We've came back down, and then we swung back up. So now that we move a little closer to this part right over here, so a gap fill on the upside around 458.07, and it's currently 458.03 on the bid, 458.09 on the ask, since it's trading 24/7, well, 24 hours, 5 days a week. Unless you want to call it overnight trading. But I see that too as well. What I don't like though is we have a bullish hammer candle. So this could give you the signal to the upside, just to push to try to break over that resistance at 459, 460. I mean pretty much technically 460. But yeah, it's still trying, and we have until Friday to see what happens. Is there any? I'm wondering if there's any other data that's supposed to be released this week. If not, then there's just the FOMC meeting that's coming up next week, or let me look that up. Oh yeah, look at that. The DXY, the dollar index, it's trying to move back down. So that's your indicator right there that we could get a push up. Yep. So below $103.90 on the US dollar index. So if we fall below that, then you already know SPY is going to be pushing up to try to pass over 460. What was it gonna look at? FOMC schedule. Yeah, so December 12th and December 13th, that is next week. Okay. Okay, now we're looking at 458.16 on the ask. So it's trying to retest. So if this continues, then yeah, unfortunately we might have to see that break over resistance. Here you can see the MACD trying to cross. This could start turning green right now. These are like the bright green bars could start moving up. I don't know about the RSI, but the RSI is still kind of overbought within that territory. 70 being the highest level. And then the inertia is actually curling up. So I'm afraid, and I don't want to. I don't know. I can't keep being bearish all the time. But this could be another day of green, fortunately. Yep. So now we have 458.15 on the bid, 458.21 on the ask. Let's quickly move to the 1 minute chart. That's your favorite time frame, Zelly. The 1 minute. I don't know why you like to look at that. It just gives me a little bit of anxiety. The heebie-jeebies. Oh, whoa! We just got a little rejection there. 457.92 on the bid, 458.03 on the ask. What is going on? You love that 1 minute chart. That's cute. For real. Alright, I'm gonna have to remove these drawings. Because I need to take a closer look, and it's not letting me because of that bubble that I drew over that. Yeah, look at that. I wonder what happened. This was a volume of 106 shares traded. Yeah, that's true. 1 minute time frames are actually really good for ins and outs. You go in, wait a couple of minutes, and then you come right back out. In and out, baby, in and out. Just like that. Wow, 457 457.88 on the bid. So we're yeah, I don't know what's going on. We might be getting a little downside action. And drop it like it's hot. Drop it nice and low. Yeah. Right here, the 1 minute, just for you. You got the 9 day moving average exponential. Boom. So this is a good little lesson here, since we're seeing this in real time. You can see that the 9 and the 21 bounced off the 50. Then you got the 9 crossing over the 21, which is bullish. Then the 21 follows, and then it like starts moving in. How do you call it? Like, it pretty much does the same move until the 9 day curls back down and then crosses right under the 21, and then so forth. So the only way you can figure out if the price is heading to the downside is pretty much here. My mouse is acting up. I need a new mouse. Damn. Alright, so yeah, so pretty much the 9 under the 21, and then under the 50. Then the 21 is supposed to follow, and then fall under the 50. And then the 50 would start to curl right back down. Let me see if there's a little example here. I guess you could take this as an example. So you see how we had this big juicy red candle to the downside? That's how you know, right there. It starts curling right underneath each other, and then you hit a bottom. You start seeing this curl right back up and doing the opposite, and then bam, then you start seeing that bullish movement. So just for future reference, and this is just like based on what I've learned in my own perspective. So once you start getting used to the trends and the way the moving average exponential moves along with it, as long as it's still above the 200, then we're on a strong trend. And you know, it seems like there's still moving. Well, there's still gonna be room for upside potential. So, But until then, I still feel like this can be a little weak. All we need is that move to the downside. Now let's get away from this 1 minute time frame because it's choppy as hell. And we'll take a look at the daily here on the 3-month time frame. You could see it has lowered in volume the past 2 days compared to was that Friday the 1st. We had about 89 million. Then Monday we had 72.4 million, and yesterday, Tuesday, we had 69.7 million or 69.8 million shares traded. So as we keep dropping in volume, my hypothesis is that it's still weak. Indicators already above each other. We have the 9, the 21 above the 50, and all we're waiting for is day by day watching as the next candle falls right below the 9, and then we would see the continuation to the downside and see the moving averages fall right below each other. Now here's the MACD, and you can clearly see that is evident, strictly in my opinion, that we are potentially seeing that cross. We're going to use this as an example and say this is the 50 on the yellow line, and then the 200 is the red. So basically the 50 crosses right below the red in a death cross in a death cross fashion, creating some bearish signals. And as you can see here, how the dark green bars are dropping every single day. So this is only indication that we're going to start seeing the red bars pop up like over here, and the MACD start to fall down. And soon would the stock do the same thing? Yeah, of course. Even the RSI is completely overbought, and it's starting to curl down too as well. So that's another indicator. See, when you're playing stocks in a long time frame, obviously that's like, I guess in my example, if you're into long-term options, maybe a week out, 2 weeks out, and then you're playing this move for a swing. Now this is just me as an example. What I would do is, okay, so I figured the next level of support would be around 450, and then actually this is just for educational purposes. I can't talk because I'm sleepy, but let's just do this real quick. So let's say here's the next area of support, 450, and look at this, put one here too as well. And now if we were to do options, you would want to time this out perfectly. So let's say you wanted to play out 2 weeks from now, and you bet that this is going to actually go down to 450. You already have the indicators over here. it's giving you a clear signal that that's what's going to happen. So once that follows through and it comes to fruition, let's say you got a 450 put for December 15 on the SPY, and this follows through, then you're successful. So that's just an idea. By the way, not financial advice. Whatever happened to the music? It just like stopped playing, or what happened? Oh, it did? I like this one. That's right, baby. Secure the bag. See, Zelly got the right idea. Secure every opportunity that you can get. You know, like, if you're in it for the swing, then that's the right idea to do it. And I've always told myself never to, FOMO, never to hold a position for so long that, by the time you know it, theta is all decayed out and the value is just dropped. So someone who I knew just told me, just give yourself time. Time is on your side as long as you know how to play it. And that goes for, playing things like the SPY or QQQs or whatever you think. But not saying that's what you should do, but I'm just giving an example, because I've been through this. I've been burnt. I've had some successes, and I'm still currently learning. And I look forward to seeing this come to fruition. Like, for real. Like, this is something that I feel, in my opinion, that it's going to have to happen. Again, I don't necessarily think that it's possible that we could even see the SPY reach all-time highs. 500? You kidding me? That's insane. You would have to print so much more money and inflate the whole economy or whatever it is. But the matter of fact is that eventually the time is sooner than you think, and we're gonna have to start preparing ourselves for the inevitable. And just have to properly hedge yourself. You have to make those right decisions that is going to make it worth it for you in the long run. That's what I'm here for, honestly. I'm trying to get this going. I'm trying to make things happen, make ends meet, and profit from this crash that I think that it's really possible. Just look at the dollar. Look at the dollar as it, pumps up. Apparently, that's not a good thing if the dollar index actually starts ripping up. If I can just look up why US dollar index rising. So here, for example, simply put, if the USDX goes up, that means the US dollar is gaining strength or value when compared to the other currencies. Similarly, if the index is currently 80, falling 20 from its initial value, that implies that it has depreciated 20%. Is the high dollar index good or bad? Businesses that export and do most of their business overseas become disadvantaged by a strong dollar because they tend to see reduced revenues from the areas the dollar is strong against. But generally, it is good for the U.S. economy to have a strong dollar, but not for other countries or other currencies. But what we're seeing now, at the moment, is a bunch of other countries on the other side of the world that doesn't want to deal with the dollar. It's happening. Just look at the BRICS. Look at all those nations that are now going to work with the yuan, and like, they're gonna eventually back up their currency with the gold. And what happens to the dollar? The value of the dollar just, it starts to go down south. It loses its value, and guess what happens to the economy? In my opinion, it's the worst thing that could happen. So, again, it's just my opinion. What do we have here? 18 minutes ago. Optimism over peaking rates propels stocks. Even the Hang Seng and the stock market over in China it's a mess right now. Everything's being underperformed and it's falling. It's unstable. Just like everything else is going to be unstable. Oil could be coming down, actually, as it's been stated here, that it can fall into the 69.40, 70.47 range. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, for me, at least, because I'm in a play that's correlated with the crude oil. But I still find that as an opportunity to average in, and I'm sure eventually, with the tensions that's going on in the Middle East, who knows if another country might involve themselves into the conflict. Oh, the tensions will be really high. And what do you think will happen with oil? Oil remaining under pressure? Maybe the United States is under pressure to get that deal in with Saudi Arabia oil. Who knows? What's going on with gold? steadily holding at around 2024, 2025 an ounce. Silver as well, same chart. Bitcoin, if you've been seeing Bitcoin steadily rising, going crazy, and potentially seeing a new high and cross over the 45,000 level. So I'm just a little curious about what could happen next week during FOMC and crypto. So that's another thing to think about and to look for. But yeah, I think that's it pretty much. We'll go back to the SPY. Let's see, what are you doing right now? So it wants to... Okay, so we did have, if I'm not mistaken, we did have a hammer candle. Now it's turned into a doji, or is about to turn into a doji. And if this starts to turn neutral, chances are that this could reject, or this could be another step up after this doji candle and try to push up. It's tricky. It's actually tricky to tell what this could do. Damn. Mm-hmm. Anyways, what other stocks is going on? What other stocks is popping right now? Oh, let's check AMC. What's the deal with AMC right now? You know, for some reason, I the day before, I was like, eventually this run up is gonna get cut short. We'll have a sell off, and then we'll probably have to hold off at a certain level. Because let's see. Because what do we have here? 5,200. That's a low 653. 688. 692. So they're making more higher lows. Is that what it's called? I forgot. Higher low. Higher, no. No, that's not what it's called. I get confused. Okay, let's check quickly the 4-hour chart. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this whole thing is like a swing trader's paradise. Get in here, swing up, get out from here, flip, get in at the top, get out from the bottom, flip, get in from the bottom, get out from the top, flip, vice versa. Just swings all day. But there's something here that actually caught my attention. What do we see here? Hold on. Okay, here we go. What do you think, Zelly? You think we'll see more downside to AMC? What's your hypothesis? This crossed over. 667, 665. Okay. Okay. But yeah, I see. Let's see. Crossover. Fall back down to this range. Consolidate. Then hit back up. So we have a different scenario here. Max pain at $7. Okay. So is it max pain for Friday, this Friday, or is it for the Friday after? Because it looks like we could stay below. We could stay below 7. Sink a little bit. Probably head back to this area. Consolidate and then look for a push back up. I'm gonna check the hourly. Maybe that'll give me a better idea. Oh, okay, so yeah, so this Friday. Alright. Okay. Thanks for sharing that, by the way. Yeah, this is yeah, it has been respecting these areas here of support. Bounce from there, come back down, bounce again, hit the 200, reject, bounce right back to the same area again, boom, bounce. So yeah, it looks like it wants to do it again right here. Down, back in this area, and then hit another bounce. That's wicked. Yeah, MACD's here. It's already crossed here in the MACD. Let's see. Yep, here too. Cross. Let's take a look at the 15. What you got for me on the 15? Let me know. Yep, same thing. It's just a smaller time frame, but still showing that area is in the strong support. What we got from 665 to 665, 655. Oh, I just yawned. Oh, shoot. And it's 1 o'clock. Alright. Well, I didn't really have much to say, honestly. I just wanted to view a couple of stocks and see what's going on, you know. Had some things to say. Yeah, I'm like really undecided. Things could go either way, and like, even though it seems that the market is a bit bullish over this JOLTS job data, whatever, caca. Yeah, I feel like eventually the real data is gonna come out. It's gonna stun the market, and it's gonna start flipping upside down. Oh, I wanted to look at this actually before I go to sleep. So GTII, you're the apple of my eye. This has been the slowest moving stock ever since last October, when it did its run from like 1 and change to like almost $10. Oh, Max Payne next week is $6. Well, look at that. Well, that says a lot. That tells you something. If it follows that narrative, then that means that TA that I was just giving for AMC, that could come into fruition as well. So we would have to see. GTII, on the other hand, it's been just slowly just getting shorted. It's like a small slope down, and it's like back to the same area that we were in last year, October, no, maybe September. Let's do the 3-year one day. Yep. Wow, this was around 43 cents. Came back down here. 54 cents. And now we're back to where we started, around 50. It's 51, 53 cents. I know eventually something's gonna happen. But with all these investigations about naked shorts and whatnot, and the stock seeing a whole bunch of like manipulation and all that you can think of, it's hard to tell like what's really happening and what's going to happen afterwards when all of these shorts are settled with and dealt with, in my opinion. Sooner or later, I think GTII will see its day come, and we will get that cycle again, and we'll eventually see some craziness happen alongside with everything that's happening within the markets. But this is definitely a stock to look at. Anyway, I think that's it for me, because I just wanted to revisit these stocks and also talk about the potential for you know, downside to happen with the markets. And let me see the ES one. Yeah, let's check the futures for ES. Yeah, it looks like it's turning around. 4 hours. Okay, so now that wick became a inverse hammer, looking to want to drop below. That's right, Zelly. This is one for the books. And you know, this is a major setup waiting to happen. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Before I actually get off, I need to fix this. I think I'll be able to look into this right now. Search ADX. Mm-hmm. Oh, let's figure this out together, Zelly, because I know you have the how do you call it? You have the settings for it. Maybe we can see if we can actually fix this. Oh, and thank you for always sticking by me and always supporting my little stream. And I appreciate you so much. Much love. Actually, you know what? I'll do this. I'll do this later on. I should go to sleep. But yeah. Anyways, that's it for me. I have to try to do earlier streams because I feel like I'm gonna put y'all to sleep from the way I'm talking right now. But anyway, thanks for having the patience. But also, thanks for coming, and I'll see you next time. And just play it safe, stay hedged, protect yourself, and stay zen. Until the next time. This has been your ASMR late night quickie stream by yours truly, Line of All Trades. Peace out. Take care. Zali. Big hearts. You have a great day. Y'all have a good night. Wherever you come from. Take care. Peace. 3, 2, 1. Don't.